Hello, everybody. Hope you're having a good day. Today, we're doing a different, not sponsored. Keep saying none of my videos sponsored, but just put it out there. It's not sponsored. It's just a interesting product for baseball for those that love baseball. I don't know this thing exists until recently, and probably because this thing don't exist in my old days when I was actually into baseball, which is basically like I don't know, like 2000, 2008, ish era. This program didn't exist until like 2012 or something. Don't quote me. Check it out yourself. Which when the program exists, but basically it's like a stamp thing for the stadiums you visit for the baseball stadiums. So then you can kind of like keep a record. So then like when you visit, you go of all 30 stadiums in the U.S. and you're like, yay! I made it! I made it! Kind of. So there are different products that they have, and I'm planning to get one because I'm cheap. Because I wanted it, but then I'm cheap. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. If you want to know more information about this product, you can go to the Facebook page group, whatever it is called, Ballpark Stampeders. Basically, there's a fan group for baseball, and they basically stamp all the booklets like with a date. So then it's like you visit this stadium that date, and when you visit all 30, which is like what you see here, I can click, it will have like a map so that you see like where you visited already. And if your life goal, especially if you're younger, not like old hack like me, but if you're younger, then the chances of you visiting 30 is higher. Then this is probably the product you want to get, which is called a ballpark passport, because it has individual stadiums information on this, and this is the only product that have it. And now we're actually having the 250th anniversary version, which is like $50 more. I'm not gonna say anything about it. It has a sir or something for the limited edition, whatever, blah 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 blah. But you know what I'm saying. You can also get back stamp. I do not. I appreciate they have their service, but I do not appreciate also because, like I said, this program started until not start until 2012. So they basically did not have their license with individual stadium to have this running, don't have the stamp, whatever. So they cannot back stamp from before. And also for me, if you cannot stamp everything you visited before, which is my case because I'm old, like I said, most of my stadiums I visited, pretty sure it's 2008 or before, or maybe even 2005 and before. The stadiums are not the same name. Like if I cannot keep track of everything, it like at least I think there's like 5 stadiums I visited before, so it kind of defeat its purpose a little bit. So I'm not gonna go for that expensive booklets because of that reason. And these are the individual. But if you're young, like I said, that's probably the one you might want to consider. And there's of course the special package one, which is like a group of everything, which is called Stampeder. I'm not gonna talk about that one, but basically I'm gonna go individual. There's the baseball attractions, which is basically not the stadium itself, but attractions around baseball related theme items. That's the other booklet that you had to buy another $60, $70 basically. There's shipping costs on top of it. In theory, you can get some of these in the stadium, but I just saw the certain YouTube videos. It seems to be higher priced than here if you buy it online, so you might want to consider that because of that. The good thing about this thing, because it's gigantic, it's 30 stadiums in one book, you can just because it's a binder, so you can take certain pages out to get the stamp, so you don't have to bring the whole fat binder out there. Of course, like based on personal preference. But if you don't mind carrying the whole thing, sure. But like if you just want to carry like the 2 pages related to stamps, you can just carry the 2 page, which is kind of easy. The one thing I have to critique that like besides the because they don't have a contract and license and whatever, they cannot back stamp back that far, is you cannot buy individual stadiums. So like say for example, if you just want to visit, I don't know, like for my case, I want to visit the next Giant games, I can just get like the Oracle Park, for example. You have to get this big one to get the individual stadium related package, which actually is not that bad. If you divide by 30, it's just $2 per stadium, kind of. I just don't want to shell $70 knowing I am not going to visit 30 because I already visited 5 before. That I think a couple of them already changed names, so I'm old. I don't think I go East Coast again because of all my medical conditions and stuff. I just my personal history, medical history, would not allow me to basically visit all three for sure in my lifetime. Well, unless I all of a sudden, like, it would not happen for my case. So that's why this consideration. If you're young, you go to baseball a lot, that's definitely the book you want to get though. There's the expansion one, so you can get more stuff. Again, I'm not going to go there because it's only $10. There is the main product. I'm just going to go over the main product. There's the passport, game day passport. Basically, there's like 27, I think. I don't want to make a mistake, so I'm going to say there's 27 game day facts page, journal page you can put, and 2 validation page you can put there. But this is more like a smaller book, like a mini book, like half of the book of the one without stadium specific. But you just want, so usually how they intended to use is if you plan to go 30, you get the big book. If you're gonna visit this, like if because usually people get seasonal tickets too, which is my case before. If you get a seasonal tickets, then you might want to stamp every seasonal game. So you use this supplementary book, I'm gonna call it, to stamp more days that you visited before and stuff. So that's what the original purpose is for. Is kind of like supplement because that one is for your main first visit to the stadium and this is like subsequent visit kind of. And this is $20, but if you get 2, it's cheaper. It's like $33.95 with 8, almost $9 shipping, versus this was almost $6. So shipping, so it's like $3 more for the extra book. So if you have like more than one person or you have a friend or something, it's better to get 2 and then just split the cost, kind of. Just saying. There's also the spring practice ones, the passport basically for spring. There's the minor league, which is probably don't care. And then there's the validation passport, which is basically literally what the name implies. It's just to get a stamp. There's no validation. It's just a stamp. There's no page for you to put the stats of certain games, kind of, as compared to the other ones. I'm going to go back to the big one, big book. And I think the best part is if you go to the Facebook group, because then people will be very happy to share on the thing. Sorry, I can't do it. Anyway, it's like you can put the stats of the games here, and then like the stadium, which is for this big book. The other one, the game day one, will have the stats, but it's not exactly layout the same. There's no validation signer per se for the stamp. So like here, you can get a stamp with all the stadium stats. The passport validation one will not have that. It will not have the validation person signed. It will not have the individual stadium info. It just has literally the stamp area and the boxes here for the stats that you can capture. And that's basically it. Not saying it's inferior, but like you can kind of decide from your practicality and price points to figure out which one you want to get. And again, depends on if you're going to go all furry, all out for furry or not. And this program has been existing for a little bit, right? So it's like 12, 14 years probably now. So it's been a while. I don't know what will happen when whatever happens to this program, because like I said, it cannot go back. So I think for the younger generation and whatnot, it's definitely worth to get a big book. Like, but if you're oldies and not planning to get furry and just want to keep a record of whatever you visited and don't care about the stadiums that keep changing names, which is my case, that can keep up the names of the stadium keep changing. It's like AT&T now, eventually Oracle Park is like, oh. If you don't mind that part, this is good enough, kind of. And you have to, like, I guess depending on part two, so certain part you have to get the validation, I think before first innings or something. So like there's certain time you go to guest desk or the store to get it. Again, like it I don't know if it's every stadium, but apparently the stadium I'm visiting is cheaper to get it online than here, which I don't get how that works. I don't know how that works. I thought it would be flat rate, right? Because it's from the same program. I don't know how it works. I mean, most of the, and basically just get the stamp of your visit. So if you're going, say, Pokemon Nights, you might want to get a stamp because it's something worth remembering kind of a little bit. I mean, you don't need the stamp and the paper to remember it. It's always going to be glued to your head, but it's kind of also still cool to show off kind of with that. So I think for my case, I am going to get the game day passport because I'm cheap and because I cannot visit all three, like I said, in my lifetime. Yeah. So and like I said, the cons is you cannot get individual stadium, but if you're going all three, it's not that expensive. You think of the big book. Yeah, but I'm definitely not gonna go all three for sure because of the medical problems that we have. I mean, we already like kind of really kind of pushing it when we went to Chicago to the Food Museum, even though it's kind of close. It's not all the way to the East Coast because right after that we already was like in a procedure like the following week. It was kind of like really rushing because there's no resting kind of, not much and still have to work. It's just not working for us to get the 30 days because of that. Some if you have a huge life crisis or medical stuff going on, it just not working. But if I don't have that situation, or if I were younger, I'll definitely get the big book. So yeah, that's the sad part. And there are different colors. There's like the gold, like classic gold. There's the pink one. I was kind of like eyeing the pink one, but then I figured out that my husband would not want to use the pink one. So, and if you get two book, you can't get like one of each color. You have to get both of the same color. So that was a downer kind of, kind of. I was hoping they actually have the program, to be honest, to let you buy individual stadium and charge at a premium instead, because then you still don't shell the $70. Like say if you charge, I don't know, like $10 a stadium, right? Or $15 a stadium, it's still kind of like worth it, kind of to sell it that way. And then I don't know, maybe the ladder bound is expensive. Because like if people keep buying individual stadium like that, they probably make more profit that way, right? And then they can keep doing inserts and stuff because they sell the insert at $10 each. So I don't know, just a thought, but I guess that wouldn't work out. And $70, I have to admit, it's not too bad if you're going all furry. It's just the thing is, I'm definitely not at the age or the health to go all furry for sure. So yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Not sponsored, and definitely something you might want to consider to get it, especially if you have a young family member that enjoys baseball. This is definitely a good gift for. And I think I saw they're gonna have like Christmas sale and Thanksgiving sale usually, but like because my game is in summer, so that's not happening. If I only knew about this program earlier, then I can get the discounts, but unfortunately I can't. So yeah, they usually have it on either Thanksgiving or Christmas for the promotion, like 20% off and stuff. You can find all that information on the Facebook group. It's very, very active, that Facebook group. So, and I can definitely see the joy of all the people there. It's just, and I'm not dissing the big book, okay? Just don't get me wrong. I definitely see the value of the big book. I just not gonna go all 50. I will be lucky if I can even make 5 before I die, to be honest. Like, sorry, too gloomy a conversation, but I'm kind of surprised I can even make to 5 with whatever left. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Until next time, have a good one, guys. Bye.